think I inadvertently made my kid Italian by naming him Vincent. Um, Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Robert Nilsson is Trying. I'm Robert Nilsson, your gracious host. Before we keep going on with this conversation, please be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you're listening on any podcast site, just subscribe to it. Like this podcast. Enjoy it. It helps us out a lot. It helps me out a lot. The whole team. It's just me. But yeah, so yeah, I think his name is Vincent, first of all. My firstborn. And he ever since he was little, since he could first start talking, the first thing he said, this is his first words. Oh, there's my heater. Welcome to the set, guys. It's a wild time here at Robert Nilsson is Trying. Oh, almost vomited. I ate Chef Boyardee spaghetti and meatballs just before I started this. But yeah, oh, that was bad too. You get real acid refluxy. And stuff just starts coming up. It sucks. My son's Italian. He's not Italian. I did DNA stuff, but one of his first phrases when he was like potty training and stuff, he was really proud to take a dump on the toilet. And I was a proud father, as all fathers and parents should be. But one of his phrases was, "Oh, I poop it again," and he did that with his hands. Like if you're listening, he did the Italian thing with his hands. Put them up, not the, but like kind of right before you, like kiss them. But he put his fingers together, and he's like, "I poop it again," and that was always this thing. I poop it again. I poop it again. And I was like, "You're a little pooping Mario. It's awesome." So, but now his thing is, and that was when he was like 2. Now he's 6, and his thing is just always, hey, oh, wait, whoa, hey, I'm walking in. Like he always does the, hey, what's up here thing. Like I don't know where he gets it, because I don't do that, but I make fun of him for doing it. And he's just, and we'll make fun of him together as like a family. Hey, because he always do that. He's playing Halo right now, and he was just like, hey, this guy's killing me. Hey, why aren't you following me, teammates? The bot teammates or whatever. And he just can't get away from it. He's turning into a little Robert De Niro, or like a little Al Pacino or something. They keep pulling me in. No matter how far away I try and get, they keep pulling me in. That's gonna be my son. That'd be really cool if he could get into mob movies and stuff. I would like to be in a mob movie. I don't think I'm hard enough though. I ain't like big and bad enough. What's one I watched the other day that I hadn't watched before? I finally finished Goodfellas, and that was an awesome movie. I know. I watched this like Screen Rant thing the other day, and I'm trying to find the movie. I can't remember what it was, because a lot of those mob movies run together. But one where like, fuck, I can't think of anybody's names right now. I'm pretty sure De Niro's in it. Joe Pesci. And they all like get murdered, like at the end of the movie, in like a cornfield and stuff. I can't remember for the life of me what movie that is. So I got another like little thing I was gonna talk about that I thought of recently, that I thought was an interesting time, an interesting experience of mine. If you've ever been to Orlando, Florida, and like down I Drive, and have seen the biggest, like the huge McDonald's, you'll know what I'm talking about here. It's like the biggest McDonald's in the world. You can Google it. It's awesome. There's like an arcade up top. There's an elevator in it. They sell pizza there. They got like you can get McDonald's spaghetti. Speaking of spaghetti, man, I cannot stop burping right now. But yeah, so we're there one time. I've been there many times, being a Florida native, living like right by Orlando and stuff. Going there all the time because it's still just a quick pit stop. It's still McDonald's. It has a drive-through and all that. But this particular time, I was at a horror movie convention called Spooky Empire. Shout out to Spooky Empire. And this convention has been like the coolest thing I've ever done ever. Well, as like a developing child, it was awesome because it's a horror movie convention, which means there's a bunch of girls running around that are half naked and just, you know, able to hang out with and talking to you, and you're 12 growing up. So I've been going there for 10 years. It's tradition now. But yeah, so this particular year, I'm already a father. I'm not young anymore. Well, I'm still pretty young, so I had kids young. But we're at the McDonald's, and they're fucking up our order. We're already there. The line was long, and it's just getting to be a pain in the ass. So I decided, you know what? I'm gonna take the elevator. How many McDonald's have you been in that have had an elevator? So I was like, yeah, dude, I'm taking that elevator. It's awesome. We took it up because we had a stroller at first, so I knew it was fine. And mind you, I am dressed like a skeleton, like not just like homemade. Well, no, it's a homemade skeleton. It was not like a store-bought skeleton. I've got face paint on from my head to my neck. I'm dressed. I look like a rock and roll skeleton from like Return of the Living Dead or something, but like face painted up. I'm sure I could throw you some pictures. Sometimes I could show you guys. Creep my fucking page. You'll see stuff. But yeah, so I was all Halloweened out, and this is a horror movie convention that's not in October, so I'm a skeleton. There's a family. There's this Hispanic mother and her 2 children, and there's this black lady, this bigger black lady, and they're all in just regular clothes, and I'm full-blown skeleton, bony man. Like not like gothed out, rocked out skeleton. Mexican family, big black lady. It's Florida. It's hot. And I'm spooky. What are you doing?
Shout out my YouTube channel.
Hi. Say hi to Vincent, everybody.
Hey.
Nobody can say hi to you. I don't know why I said say hi to him. You say hi to everybody. What are you doing?
Well, I want to say something.
What do you got to say?
I'm doing a shout out for my YouTube channel. It is called Vincent's Spooky World. And who's watching this? Go check it out.
Yeah, dude. We got a family YouTube page. It's called Vincent's Spooky World.
Yeah.
So it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Are you chilling down here? What are you doing?
I'm chilling.
Nah, go back upstairs for a little bit. I'm almost done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was my son, Vincent. This is Robert Nilsson is Trying, and there's always going to be something like that happens. Because we're not an official show here. We're just I'm just a guy. That's that's my producer. He's my manager. He tells me what's going on. But yeah, so I'm a full skeleton. It's Florida. I'm sweating. It's a small elevator too. It's not big. It's a big McDonald's, but it's not. It's a 1-story elevator. It's like, ooh, you're going, because there's a big staircase. We had a stroller. That wasn't fun. So we're in there. I'm the only one that's like, hey, we should figure this out. Let's push the button. Let's get going. Let's get out of here. I don't want to be in here just as much as everybody else doesn't want to be in here. So I've never pushed a elevator button, an emergency button before. What the hell? But I do it, and then like the Hispanic the Hispanic kids are just looking at me, and like the black lady's all looking at me, and I'm just like, I'm smiling at everybody. I'm like, yeah, I look like death. Like, this is going to be like some Final Destination stuff. And if they did survive, they're like, oh my God, like, I was in an elevator with with Death himself, and he saved the day. I called the emergency button. I pushed that, and I called my girlfriend this is after like 20 minutes. This is a terrible podcast right now, guys. I'm working on a sign for all of you, and my like spaghetti is coming out of my mouth. Not like really, but it almost is. Oh my gosh, what was that? For those of you that are listening, I'm drawing on a whiteboard right now, and nobody knows what I'm doing yet. And I'm gonna release it here at the end of the show. And hopefully, this is just a prototype. I'm just messing around. I'm such a bad storyteller today, guys. That's just how it is sometimes. But yeah, so I push the button, and then the emergency finally does come through, but it's so faint. And they're like, "Hello, how can we help you? What's your emergency?" Through the little speaker in the elevator box, but it's so faint. They're like, I'm like, yeah, we're in the McDonald's with the elevator. They're like, "What McDonald's?" I was like, "It's the only McDonald's with the elevator. Could you? We're stuck. Could you please get us out?" And then at this time, and they're like, "Yeah, we'll call you right back." So they do get a hold of the people, the management, but it's taking forever. Like 10 minutes, 15 minutes go by. I'm stuck in this elevator for like 30 minutes at least. So we're still stuck at this time. The Spanish mom, she is starting to have a panic attack. The black lady's keeping her composure, but I do remember the Spanish mom like starting to freak out. She was like, "Oh my gosh, you gotta get us out of here. We gotta go. I can't believe this. Blah blah blah." So I'm a skeleton this whole time. I'm scaring everybody, but I'm trying to have like a happy face, like I'm death, but like I the elevator's not gonna fall on us, guys. You're just stuck with me, death. So I call my girlfriend, and I'm like, "Hey," she's like, "What is taking so long? I'm stuck up here with the kid, and this is not the best time." I'm like, "Hey, your time's bad, but my time's worse. I'm stuck in the elevator right now, dressed as a skeleton with all these people." And she's like, "Wait, you're stuck in the elevator?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm stuck in the elevator. I need you to go downstairs and tell them to do something about this. Get us out of here. I need out of the elevator." So she's like, "Yeah, dude, for sure." So then they get us up there. Our elevator's at a point, finally. It was stuck in between floors for a while, but it's at a point where we can get, like, it's on a level. It's on the top level. It's on the second story. And we hear them, like, banging on the door, working on it, trying to figure it out. And, but it's not happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing is going on. So eventually, all of us inside start just like getting super fed up with it. And we grab the doors and we're opening them. We put our fingers in it. We start opening it up. We pry the freaking elevator doors open up. And it was just a wild experience. I get out of the elevator. I'm like, hey, I never do this. My girlfriend, my mom is too. Say whatever you will about some Freudian law about that, but they're both the same in this aspect. When they feel slighted by a company, they're the first ones to be like, "Let me talk to the manager. I need to see management." So, this is where my mom kicked into me. I got off that elevator, sweating. I look like death. The other families, death saved their life, because I was a hero in that day, and so I'm like, "No, what do we get for this? What are you guys gonna do to make this right?" I'm at a convention with people. There's people everywhere. It's hotels living, so fast food, junk food. That's the best food. I go in for like we wanted like 3 sandwiches. That's it. We had a baby, so it was a Happy Meal. Like a baby. He was a 2-month-old. No, he was like I said like 2 or 3. But so we have a baby, kid, toddler. A Happy Meal, I get like a burger, she gets a burger. And maybe get 2 burgers, whatever. But I'm cheap, so I know it wasn't much. Even on vacation, I'm not spending a lot of money. I get off, and they had this is the whole thing. They had already messed up our order in the first place. So that's what started this. I was just going to take the elevator because there was a lot of people in there, and I just wanted to go get my food fixed. So they had already messed up. my order. They got me stuck in an elevator, and I went down. And I said, "Hey, what are you gonna do to make this right?" They said, "What do you want?" So I phoned into my convention friends and everybody there, and I said, "Hey, long story short, I'm getting a lot of food from McDonald's right now. What do you want? What do the people around you want right now?" I come back with like 3 bags full of hamburgers and cheeseburgers and double cheeseburgers and bacon cheeseburgers. And I have food for everybody. I have food for the weekend. There's food in my hotel the whole time. It was awesome. Like, it was the best getting stuck in an elevator that you could ever ask for. And that was a good time. And I can't wait to do it again. I'm going back to Spooky Empire this year. Like I said, it's tradition. And I'm always going to go. I mean, it's bi-yearly most times. And this time I didn't go. We didn't go this year. Well, the last one they had. But the COVID and stuff, I just didn't want to do it. My dad went, so that was really cool. I'm glad he got to do that. But yeah, this year's just... It's going to be a lot of fun because we're planning on going to Universal too. And I used to work there. I used to work at the Rip Ride Rocket. Right this way, Hasta. It was okay. I got fired from that job. And that's a story for another time, I guess. Well, actually, no, I could tell it really quick. It was stupid. You got these stupid tags you got to click the back of the thing with. I was getting bumped out the cart, the roller coaster cart, to make it go to the roller coaster. You both on each side. It's like a safety precaution, whatever. So we do that. I get bumped out to break. I wear gloves because I don't want to. You touch people, you also buckle them in, and there's people from all over the world at Universal, and it's not my favorite to touch everybody. So I was wearing gloves, but my wrist, the tag was around my wrist, so I went to take my glove off and give them the tag, but my glove came off and the tag flew down in the ride track. And I had already some safety infractions before for stepping outside of a line of a box. They'll get you like really quick for anything there. I could have fought it. I really should have, but I didn't because I was a pussy. But yeah, so that's what got me fired from there, because my stupid tag fell on the ride track, and that fucking sucked. But look, guys, I'm making this sign. Let me draw something else here. What else can I draw? I'm not really an artist. Let me just draw a spooky face. Just spooky face. Oh wait, no, I know what I should draw. Duh. I gotta brand this a little bit, dude. You stupid, Robert. Let's finish drawing this. All right, here's a sneak peek. This is what I'm doing. For those of you listening, it's just a little sign on a whiteboard that says, Robert Nilsson is trying, because that's the name of this show. That's what we do here. And then now I'm going to put at Robert. Oh, no. It's too big. I'll do it down here. At Robert N. Comedy. I'm not that funny today, guys. But I am going to Jackson Wednesday with Mike Ball again. I'm working on stuff. This is more of an artsy podcast and something that I had to get out because I am lazy, guys. I am so lazy lately. It's because, I'm laid off. I'm trying to be productive, though, and I need to stay on point. This is still coming out on Monday. I wanted it to come out at 10 o'clock, but now it's going to be more like 4 o'clock or something. Here's a sign. Let me put that up there. Does that look good? I think so. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Robert Nilsson, and I tried. Thanks for watching.